Inside the Cowboys press room, what began as a routine media session suddenly shifted. Reporters expected updates on practice, or maybe a lighthearted comment about team chemistry. Instead, Dak Prescott leaned into the microphone and unleashed a sentence no one could have predicted. "I'm not even sure if Cardi B's baby is really Stefon Diggs' kid." The room froze in shock. Before cameras clicked furiously and voices rose in disbelief. Outside the stadium, the remark traveled at lightning speed. Social media feeds exploded within minutes. Hashtags like #Dak Prescott, #Cardi B drama, and #Diggs controversy trending across platforms. Memes sprouted instantly, painting Prescott as both a bold truth-teller and a reckless instigator. Comment sections became battlegrounds. Some fans praised Dak for his honesty, arguing athletes have the right to say what they think. Others condemned him, claiming he crossed a dangerous line by dragging celebrity family matters into football's spotlight. Within hours, the clip was looping across TV screens, on ESPN, Fox Sports, and even gossip blogs far outside the NFL sphere. Prescott, long respected as the disciplined leader of the Cowboys, had suddenly become the face of a cultural storm, merging sports, music, and celebrity drama. The question now lingered. Was this a careless slip of the tongue, or a calculated strike meant to stir the pot? Either way, Dak Prescott had lit a fire that the NFL, Cardi B, and Stefon Diggs would not be able to ignore. It didn't take long for Cardi B to fire back. Within hours of Prescott's comment going viral, she took to Instagram Live with her trademark, fiery energy. Her voice shook with anger as she defended her child and blasted Prescott for crossing a line that no man should ever cross. Screens lit up as millions tuned in, watching her transform outrage into a performance that blurred the line between personal pain and public spectacle. Not long after, Stefon Diggs broke his silence. Known for his swagger on the field, Diggs delivered a sharp response on X, formerly Twitter, posting cryptic yet pointed messages that fans instantly decoded as direct shots at Prescott. "Keep my name out your mouth," one tweet read, sending shockwaves through both the sports and entertainment communities. The clash became headline news overnight. Cardi B defending her family, Diggs standing firm, and Prescott suddenly cast as the villain in a feud no one saw coming. What had begun as an NFL press conference now dominated hip-hop blogs, celebrity gossip outlets, and even late-night comedy shows, amplifying every word exchanged. Together, Cardi B and Diggs formed an unlikely alliance, music and football colliding in defense of family and reputation. For Prescott, the blowback was immense. His words had triggered a cultural firestorm, and his opponents weren't just NFL rivals anymore, they were celebrities with massive platforms, ready to battle in public. Inside the NFL, the drama exploded, like a ticking time bomb. Reporters swarmed Cowboys camp, pressing coaches and teammates for comments. Some players tried to downplay Prescott's words, but the tension was impossible to ignore. Every practice felt like it was being played under a microscope, with cameras zooming in on every grimace and sideline exchange. League officials quietly expressed concern. The NFL is no stranger to controversy, but this feud was different. It pulled the league into the world of celebrity culture and social media warfare. Behind closed doors, executives worried about how sponsors and fans would react to their biggest star quarterback turning into a tabloid villain. Meanwhile, rival players chimed in online. Some mocked the Cowboys' chaos, posting laughing emojis and memes. Others openly criticized Prescott, calling his remarks out of bounds and embarrassing for the league. The feud wasn't just Prescott versus Cardi B and Diggs anymore. It became an NFL-wide conversation. For the Cowboys, the timing couldn't be worse. With the season underway, every game now carried extra baggage. Fans booed louder, commentators speculated endlessly, and opponents smelled blood in the water. What started as an offhand comment had escalated into a crisis shaking America's most valuable football franchise. The story leapt from sports pages to gossip headlines overnight. TMZ, Shade Room, and even late-night comedians couldn't resist weighing in. What began as a locker room scandal was now mainstream entertainment, with Prescott's name trending alongside Cardi B on TikTok and Twitter. Cardi B herself fueled the fire. She went live on Instagram, fiercely defending her family and firing shots back at Prescott. The livestream pulled in millions, turning her rebuttal into a cultural event. Within hours, clips spread everywhere on YouTube, TikTok edits, and meme accounts. Stefon Diggs tried to play it cool, posting cryptic tweets with emojis that only added fuel to speculation. But the internet dissected every word, every like, every unfollow. Suddenly, his relationship with Cardi B became the NFL's most watched soap opera. Mainstream sponsors felt the heat. Energy drink companies, sneaker brands, even fast food chains debated whether to distance themselves from the Cowboys' star. The scandal was no longer just gossip, it was big business. What started as a single shocking comment spiraled into a reflection of America itself. Talk shows debated whether athletes had crossed yet another line between sports and personal lives. Some argued Prescott's words were reckless. Others claimed he only voiced what many whispered in private. In living rooms, bars, and online forums, the scandal became unavoidable. Fans argued whether the quarterback had betrayed his team or bravely spoken the unspoken. The usual unity of football Sundays gave way to polarized shouting matches. Politicians even seized the moment. A senator used it as proof of cultural decline, while another warned against vilifying athletes for free speech. The Cowboys, caught in the storm, became the centerpiece of a national conversation on fame, responsibility, and morality. The scandal was no longer about Prescott, Diggs, or Cardi B. It was about the blurred lines between celebrity, sport, and society, and America's obsession with turning private lives into public trials.